So they have cops at the front door at night, and then they leave at a certain time. They come in maybe at 5 p.m., and then in that night, eat your guava. If I get any gut pains in the next 24 hours or 48 hours, I'm going to blame the cinnamon that I crushed and put into the applesauce. This is a great combination, applesauce and yogurt. I added cinnamon, which has been sitting in the car for, I don't know, maybe a year. And I finally got around to crushing a stick with the mortar and pestle and tossing it in, but it's very hard. And it could be a hard to digest thing, which could cause pains in the gut. So if I get pains, I'm gonna blame that cinnamon. All right, so now that I have the spare battery for the GoPro Max, I wonder if anybody's ever been shot through a battery on their body, shot by a gun, and then the battery blows up, starts a fire. It's like you get shot, and then the battery, if it goes through the battery, it just starts on fire, blows up for an added effect. That would suck. Alright, just hanging out in this library parking lot and looking at this shed and wondering why it's open. I think it's pretty clear somebody broke into it. They climbed the fence, because there's a lot of fence around, and they broke right in. I think for some consistency with this, I'm going to keep the handles pointed down on all three. They were all kind of screwy before, but now I want some uniformity, because I notice when I grab it, I'll grab it in different spots and not know which way it's pointed. I want to know which way it's pointed now. So my watch was either floor sample, reconditioned, or returned. You don't know, but that's okay. It's just a watch. If it was a computer, like something a little more complicated, then I would be very concerned. They call the LP a license plate. I hear them say license plate. I'm like, that's a barcode. What are you talking about? License plate. But it's like, yeah, if something was more complicated, bigger, more expensive, then I'd definitely be more concerned about buying from the restored section. But since it's just a watch, it's working fine. There's not much to it, really. Alright, I think I realize why it fits better, actually, because the other one went to the very last hole, and it was tight at that point. I think that was the 40 that I got, and then I turned it back in, and I didn't even realize I got the 44. So the 44 has got a bigger face and a longer strap. So that's the difference between 40 and 44, is the strap size too. So I got a bigger one at a reduced price, because it was like $275 for the 40, and then I forget what the 44 was, but it was definitely bigger, or a higher price. I actually had this guy tell me to wash my hands when I use the restroom. That's the first time somebody's actually told me to wash my hands after I use the restroom. A foam tortilla warmer? This thing is made of foam. I've never seen that. You know, this Mexican product for Mexicans only. Mexican choice for Mexicans. I kind of like this cup. Although they got, of course, poor quality. Something happened. Several of these. I could use a cup like this for cooking. Just need to consider a lid. I suppose you could use anything for a lid. Alright, so I'm in San Antonio, a little bit closer to the downtown. Okay. And yeah, it is busy, but there's a lot of expanse. But it's a very busy area around the expanse. So that old man approached me and he's like, "You should wash your hands after you use the bathroom." I'm like, "Why don't you?" And he's like, "I did." And then my response was, "I don't think you washed your hands enough." I think I could have said, and been more direct and said, go back and wash them again. The thing is about these old men, you gotta wonder where they get their gumption. Is he carrying a weapon? So you got a little sidearm on him that gives him power. Workout detected. Oh my God. What are you talking about? Workout detected. I go for a little walk and suddenly I get a little buzz on the watch and it's a workout detected. I gotta turn that off. The workout that Samsung detects is more of an exploration than a workout to me. Walking. What do we got here? Missing dog. Do not chase. Take a picture. Ooh. Yeah. There you go. How much money do they give for pictures? But yeah, you have to know who to send your picture to. I've taken plenty of video of loose dogs. Where do I send those videos to get paid? Hey, this is the best titled sign I've seen. This actually looks friendly. The Good Neighbor program? That sounds awesome. Sounds like welcome everybody, except for that picture. Look at the size of this house. It's a medium-sized house. Well, there's not much security on the side fence, but he's got a major gate, major fence all around this medium-sized house. There are some criminal problems. Could be that he did that because it's near a bus stop. And he's Semper, oh, it's military. All right. Yeah, medium-sized house. It's kind of rare though, but there is definitely heightened security. So I actually saw the security guy. It's a private security guy walking his dog. I didn't catch him in time walking the dog. He got back to his car and put the dog inside. I walked to the car as it could be seen, and then did my standard stop and stare at the dog to get him to bark at me, which he did, which got the security guy's attention. I saw that, but as I was trying to get to the security guy, I noticed there's a black dude with a big 8-inch Bowie knife in his just dangling on his hip. That was a big knife. That's for show. That's for intimidation. Just a regular black dude with a Bowie knife, like it's a sidearm, like it's a sword. There's a black dude like talking to himself really loud off there in the distance. I don't know if he could be seen there in that little shot I took. He could definitely be heard. This is bad news. This area is really bad news. There's a lot of highlighted characters that can make your experience unpleasant. Yeah, without zooming in, he may not be visible, but he could definitely be heard. He's like singing, talking to himself. Walking away. Wow. They're like grackles that can be heard for long distances. The thing is, I never see other people singing to themselves so loudly. It really is largely an African habit, habitual singing out loud. Asians, whites, Mexicans, all variety. No other race does that. And I've heard it in city after city. Usually males. Sometimes females, I believe. Definitely males. People are acting out. All right, like being more flamboyant, acting out, louder, more drama. Just the little things I'm seeing. Definitely know I'm getting close to the city center when people act out so freely. Alright, I think I'll go to the next Walmart down. I was thinking about trying to walk over to that Walmart, walk to the library that's nearby, take a right on to South Cross Boulevard. This is the bridge. It's pretty long. And then I walk through neighborhood to get to the library. Oh my God, this area is... I've just gotten too close to the city center. As much as I want to check out the city center, this is too much. The people, the action going on, the security measures being taken, it's just going to get more and more enhanced. I got to move through this area pretty quickly. I'll check it out, but it's a little scarier. I haven't heard a car horn yet. I'm overdue for hearing a car horn. Some driver offending another. It's all about not getting into altercations with people around here. If I offend somebody like that old man who yelled at me for not washing my hands, I'd just be like, sorry, I'm sorry. Just, you gotta diffuse. It's all about diffusing situations here. You gotta just be prepared to diffuse the situation, because there's a little more tension, and people are acting out to a lot of people are acting out to maybe reduce their stress from the tension. Like, oh yeah, some support. All right. So there's a little neighborhood that's next to this highway, a raging highway. Just want to walk around. It's a Mustang or whatever they're called, Charger. Just wanted to check out some neighborhoods, see what the life is like a little bit. Got a lot of cactus. In the neighborhoods, it's questionable what it's to be like. Take some chances, and it's really chancy in the afternoons. So there used to be a fence here, and it was taken down. They don't want you walking on this highway. You gotta take care of your own safety around here. Wear a knife strapped to your hip, practically like a sword. Oh, that dog is quiet. You can see HEB from this little neighborhood, and they got quite a bit going on. It's a big, very busy store, shopping center. All right, the neighborhood. Oh, I missed all the traffic. It comes barreling down pretty hot and heavy. This house looks abandoned. Oh my God. Looks pretty much abandoned. Won't stay abandoned for long because, wow, they left it behind. Because homeless will definitely find that fast. They'll be snooping around looking for angles to get in. to be undetected, and people will be on top of that. Whoa. You can't sit here and relax. It's nice that the library's open till 8 p.m. tonight. It's a somewhat peaceful place to hang out. I hate to record too much of random neighborhoods. It's just so, I mean, this isn't something I would even look back on too much. The sun is supposed to go down in about 15 minutes or so, fairly quickly. Linda, Lowell, and Carol Ann. Alright, oh, they're parked there? Okay. Alright, so there's no fence. They got all this property up near the highway. Oh, it's not clear who owns it or what. You could just walk up to the highway if you want. And those are the streets. I'd probably take one of those. That's the bridge I cross. This is a nice little road. I could definitely be okay with parking here overnight, but I think that cops would probably run through here and see me parked here overnight, because you can legally park here. There's no regulation, but they probably got something against overnight parking around here. This is way too busy. This is a bit of an isolated road, but not enough. They probably get patrols. It's not a straight road. You gotta like make some turns. You kind of have to know where you're going to get to this spot. They didn't make it straight for probably security reasons. Hot Wells Boulevard, South Cross Boulevard, New Braunfels. Yeah, I'm going to the Walmart to park overnight anyway. I think that's probably good enough. Gosh, it's so busy. So much traffic. Maybe 5 miles from the center.